Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Thank you all for being here. Oh, guys, I have not been, today has been a day where I have this cold and I've been slowly getting things done. I had to go out and get some soup and some things for this cold. I got this cold again when I got caught up in the snow, the last snow. And I decided to just rest today, but I had to go out and get these things. I feel a little better, but not the way I normally do. So I'm taking care of this cold, nursing it today. So I'm on here a little later. That's why I never give a time as to when I can be on here. So I have some music going, some Christmas music. It keeps me in the spirit of things and, making things look a little cozy as I talk to you guys. So flowers and, I have my little tree. The tree I have is a, what kind of tree is this? It's a little tree. But anyway, so Christmas has been really different, nice this year, peaceful. I didn't have a lot of gifts to give, I did give, I can count on my fingers the gift I gave, probably about five. Um, no drama this year, which is great. And it was peaceful. And I hope you guys had a great day, a great Christmas, and you guys are doing well. So last night, guys, before I get into this topic of discussion, I watched Jennifer Hudson in a movie, Aretha Franklin movie, Respect, and really enjoyed that movie. She really is a hell of an actress. I mean, that movie was really great, and it showed me how Aretha Franklin was in this toxic relationship, marriage. And I respected how she got out of it. And it was a really, really good movie. If you haven't watched it, guys, if you're off and you have time, watch that movie. It's called Respect with Jennifer Hudson. So that's what I did last night. Um, we're going to talk about today the topic of discussion because I have some notes here. Not a lot, but a few. Heal and block toxicity, because I'm also drinking some tea to help with my throat. Um, it's so important as you decide that you want to heal your physical and mental health to, you know, get rid of the toxicity. Healing requires removing the drama and the toxicity from your life. Because as you heal, my mom said something to me when she was in her last stages of life. When I came to her about something, me and my oldest sister always had, back and forth with some things. And my mom just got tired of it. And she said, you know what? I don't want to hear it. I just want peace at this point in my life. And for the first time in my life, guys, I understand what it is to want peace instead of the drama, the negativity, the craziness. Um, it's important that as we start to heal, that, it requires that we remove the toxicity and the drama from our lives, regardless of the source of where it's coming from. Because if you get on this path to heal and you start to heal hurts and grief and pain and childhood wounds, um, you know, it can resurface if you allow the toxicity to continue. And then that means you got to heal those things all over again. So when I decided to get on this path to heal, I was nervous about getting rid of the toxicity, and that meant setting boundaries. And it was difficult for me to do because I never done it before, and I was concerned about how it was going to turn out. It took a while for me to learn that lesson, guys. However, once you do this, you can experience the inner peace that you strive for, you know? I was afraid of losing so many people out of my life, those who were there, by setting these boundaries. But what I realized, it became easier when I realized that I couldn't heal with these folks in my life because I was giving all of my time to them instead of to myself. And I needed to understand that I'm just as important as the next person. And for those listening to me, you are just as important as the next individual. And so one of the things I learned through therapy is to stop over giving to people. I was giving too much to others and very little to myself, if anything at all to myself. And I was feeling depleted because of it. And, you know, there was times that someone who was dating a friend of mine for a while, and he was nervous about her breaking up with him. And he would be begging me to talk to her, to give him another chance and blah, blah, and this and that. And I would be, you know, and I should be sleeping because I get up to go to work early. And I'm talking about years ago, not something recently. And it was to the point that my own child said, you know, tell him to stop calling you and call her, or whatever the case. And I was just wanting to help, this desire to help bring people together. But sometimes people, even though if you're like myself and you like to give and help others and see them be happy, you have to be happy too. You have to put yourself first too, you know? And therapy taught me that, to stop over giving. And over giving doesn't necessarily have to mean money. It could be your time, you know, when you should be doing A, B, C, and D for yourself, but someone needs something. And it's not a isolated case. It's just, it becomes a habit. And I had to learn how to break out of those habits, how to set boundaries. And it wasn't easy. But my therapist was patient with me. He's always patient, telling me to set boundaries, you know, put your feet in the water a little bit, because how are you going to grow, heal, and evolve if you don't take the bull by the horns? Healing taught me how to give without overgiving, because I was just giving and giving and giving. And I learned, save something for myself. You know, people, it's okay. And doing that, you know, I was afraid, I guess, too, because I've always been taught all of my life that that's selfishness, but it's not selfish, because if you deplete yourself helping other people and they're never there for you, then you don't have anything left over for yourself. And it's important that you take care of you. And as I set those boundaries and people started to show who they were behind the mask that they were wearing, really start to show some things that were hurtful. And I had to get to the point where I had to cut off, block, and delete, because it wasn't for my highest good, and nothing good was coming out of it. It was just more toxicity, more drama, more negativity. And when you're on this journey to heal, you can't have all those things in your life, because you'll never heal the things that are bothering you. So it's so important, you know, and don't give up on yourself. Be patient with yourself, because it's not going to happen overnight. No one's going to wave a magic wand and overnight you're healed. Healing is an ongoing process. But as you start to do the work, little by little, it's like the box of puzzles that I use as a metaphor. You don't know what that picture is until you start day by day putting the pieces of the puzzle together. And as you do that, you see what the picture is in the background. That's how it is with healing, little by little. And it's okay to set boundaries, you know, because you need to take care of your physical and mental health. We all do, you know. And when people overstep those boundaries, I will remind them once again. And if they continue, I just cut off, block, and delete. And as I did that, I got to the point where I became unbothered with the noise. I would tune it out, because it wasn't for my highest good and it wasn't helping me. So I learned to do that. And it was painful, painful lessons. Excuse me. But people, I learned that situations, circumstances, and people come into our life for a reason, season, lifetime, or a lesson. And for me, in many cases, there were lessons, unlearned lessons that I was repeating. And once I learned the lessons, those doors got closed. And as those doors got closed, I got nervous about it because, the people were smaller and smaller. But God always, when you put God into the equation and ask Him to help you, it's like Job in the Bible. After Job went through everything that he went through, God blessed him like 10 times over, open more doors. So when you close those doors to toxicity, little by little, and you start walking towards the new, God will help you. You ask Him to help you, He will open up new doors with new people and situations, people who really care about you and who want to see you succeed, who want to see you do better, you know, and not those who just want you to stay in a place of toxicity so they can use you like a doormat, and I had to let those people and situations go. And as I did, it was scary, guys. But inch by inch, little by little, as I moved toward the new beginnings, God has blessed me. I mean, He has opened up new doors, new situations, you know, and I had to adjust to those situations, but they were good things, things for my highest good. And He will give you the same. You know, one of the things I will encourage you is the key factor is to persevere. Don't give up. We all have days where we do nothing or don't feel well. That's fine. But the next day, get up and keep going. Never give up on your physical and mental healing because that's everything. Without that, you can't take care of yourself or anything else around you. It's so important to put you first in certain circumstances, especially when it involves your physical and mental health. And then as you take care of yourself, you can help others. As you do better, you feel better. You self-love, you self-care, and you can give to other people the best version of yourself, one day at a time. And don't let what's going on in the world today stop you. You know what I do? I just take in a few minutes of the news, maybe 5 minutes, if that, but not on a daily basis. I try to keep my environment positive and uplifting, and ask God to help me through difficult times. We need to uplift one another, encourage each other, you know. United we stand, divided we fall. Helping other people will help us as well on this healing journey because it's not easy, guys, but it's well worth to have that inner peace and to lessen the drama and the toxicity. So, guys, I wanted to come on, but I can't stay on as long as I would like to because you hear the way I sound. So I have to go take something and rest, but I will be on again on Monday. I'm going to rest and take care of this cold and take care of myself. And I want you guys to invite other people to this channel, show up. Like I said, I will be back Monday, but I can't give a time because people need to hear this message. Someone somewhere or a few people who need, especially during this time, holiday time, you know, people get depressed, especially if they are dealing with the loss of loved ones for the first time, the first year without them, or, just in general. And I know what that feels like. So, guys, take one day at a time. Listen to some music. I have some music, Christmas music going in the background. Do things to uplift your spirit so you don't stay in a place of depression. That's the message today. Thank you all for being here today. You have a great Friday and the rest of your weekend. And I will see you guys sometime on Monday. Subscribe to the channel so that you will always get a notification as to when I come on so you can join me here. Thank you again, guys, and have a great weekend. And I'll see you on Monday. Bye for now, guys.